have been a men's rights advocate for so long that I thought I was done having epiphanies about how terrible it is to be a man in society. And then today I realized that what would be considered a trauma response for women is what we consider an average, well-rounded, real man in society, which makes me realize that to be a man is literally to be traumatized. You have to adapt with coping mechanisms that are trauma responses. Here's what I'm talking about. When you see a woman who has an incredibly hard time accepting any sort of help, any money, asking for help, that is a trauma response. We say to her, look, you are so used to doing things on your own. You probably had a really shitty childhood. You were emotionally neglected, and that has made it so that you are now uncomfortable receiving anything that could be perceived as a handout. You need to do it on your own. This is what every single man in society feels like. Men go through this all the time. Men feel so uncomfortable receiving any type of help. That's why, have you seen the videos on the internet where the girl will pay off his debt or buy him a truck? You want to know why those men cry every single fucking time? Because that type of gesture is just unheard of. To be a man is to deal with everybody else's problems, but shut the fuck up about your own. You need to handle what everybody else has going on, but you need to pick yourself up by your bootstraps, even if your shoelaces are fucking missing. We condition men to live in a state and in fact adapt themselves to a normal state that's actually just a trauma response. That is clear evidence of how we neglect them right from children. Emotionally, psychologically, we groom men into believing that they have to do everything on their own. And what do you think that says for us women? If we look at a man who is perfectly okay with just accepting things and taking handouts, what do we think about him? He's usually an entitled man. We think he has rich parents that were just always giving him everything. He has never heard a no in his life. Well, if we feel that about men, what does that say about us women? How entitled are we? Should we now recognize that maybe we are used to having everything handed to us if we don't feel uncomfortable asking for help? But when we do feel uncomfortable, it is widely known psychologically, neurologically, and socially as a trauma response. Do you guys understand the impact of what I'm saying? To be a man is to be traumatized. Thank you.